Good evening and welcome to yet another exciting and insightful episode of the Blue Table Talk series, proudly brought to you by Standard Bank Eswatini. I am your host, Piwo Dlamini. Now, Standard Bank is changing the standard once again. You've probably heard the big news. We are upgrading from instant money to Unayo. Now, Unayo is an all-in-one financial solution that allows you to save money, make payments, as well as receive money, and make payments using a mobile phone, a locally registered mobile phone. But I won't tell you all about that. We have Standard Bank's panel of experts who are going to tell us more about the benefits and solutions of Unayo. Now, I am joined by Anele Shabalala, who is the brand and marketing specialist, as well as Nombendulo Shongwe, who is the manager, transactional client journey, and Nondobego Hlongwane, who is the manager, platform operations and user experience. Now, this is an interactive show, so do make sure that you post your comments, subscribe to our YouTube channel. This is, of course, a show where we always reward you for correct answers and for watching and engaging with us. So to make sure that you participate in our Q&A, which will be happening throughout the program, for a chance to win some exciting goodies. And now, let us meet our panel of experts. Please introduce yourself, ladies. Welcome to the show.
Thank you so much, Pio. My name is Anele Chabalala. I am brand and marketing specialist for Standard Bank Eswatini, and so excited to be a part of the conversation this evening.
Lovely.
Definitely. Thank you, Nkosi. Good evening to our viewers. My name is Nondobego Hlongwane, Platform Operations and User Experience Manager, basically Unayo.
Thank you, and good evening, viewers. I am Nombendulo Shongwe. I manage the transactional journey as well as digital channels. So I take care of the digital channels, including internet banking and mobile banking.
Great. I'm excited for today's conversation. I'm excited to learn more about Unayo and this exciting and innovative change that Standard Bank is introducing. Anele, I'll just start with you. Can you tell us why Standard Bank introduced a product such as Unayo and what the change from instant money means for your customers?
Thank you, Piwo. I think a very, very topical and important question, and perhaps let's prefix tonight's conversation with a lot of the business strategic objectives is to always center the customer needs and pain points, and really to solution for the customer. So one of the main reasons we're upgrading instant money to what is now going to be called the Unayo voucher has been influenced by these customer needs. Of course, I think for those of us that are already registered on Unayo do know the various functionalities that come with the platform. You can purchase airtime, you can purchase electricity, and all the rest of it. You can send money home, you can receive money as well. But I think very important for all of us and our clients to understand that it is influenced by customer needs and really solutioning for the customer. Of course, I am just in Pegeletele, the subject matter experts. Nondobego would just unpack a little bit further some of the objectives around the change.
Yeah, Nondobego, can you tell us about now just Unayo? You are the face, the brains, the brilliance behind Unayo, or the person who monitors or works on it. Can you tell us how to access Unayo? How do you fund an account? And just give us an overview, a very detailed overview of Unayo and how it seeks to offer us benefits and the solutions that we need as clients.
Thank you, Piwo, and thank you, Anele. Unayo is Standard Bank's secure digital platform. It allows our customers to send money, receive money, buy our value-added services, which is airtime and electricity, as well as deposit money into your Unayo account. Now, for you to access Unayo, you have to register for an Unayo account. There are two ways to register an Unayo account. Firstly, and I think this is one of the easiest ones, you can register through USSD *334#. It takes you about 3 minutes. So when you dial *334#, you're going to select the language and follow the prompts. In 3 minutes, you will have an Unayo account, which you can use to store your funds, as well as send to your family or transfer to your other bank accounts all over the country, whether it's Swazi Bank, FNB, you are able to send money to those banks, not just Standard Bank. You can also onboard using our Unayo app, which is downloadable through Google Play or the Apple App Store or the Huawei App Gallery. And then also you follow the prompts to register for the Unayo account. Thank you, Pure.
Now, do you have to be a Standard Bank client to access and use Unayo?
Definitely no, Pure. Anele did allude to the fact that we are looking at financial inclusion and making sure that we are banking the unbankable.
Yes.
So you don't have to be a Standard Bank customer in order to have an Unayo account. Anyone can register for an Unayo account. We actually have people who've registered for Unayo account and they're actually getting paid or receiving salaries through their Unayo accounts.
Wow, that's lovely. I like that you mentioned what you can do, but just can you unpack a bit further? You did mention that you can send money, receive money, make payments. Can maybe just give us like some scenarios to help our clients and our viewers at home understand exactly how useful Unayo is.
Thank you. I'll start with one where I think as a cashless society we should be looking forward to doing more of, which is paying for goods or paying for groceries. So you can actually pay for goods. You can pay at a merchant, for instance, if you're at a restaurant and you want to pay for Unayo, that's now possible. You can buy airtime, that's free. You can buy electricity for free. You can send money to someone else who has an Unayo account or a non-Unayo account holder, so you can send via their cell phone number, whether it's Eswatini Mobile or Eswatini MTN. You can send them money. You can also send money to other bank accounts. For instance, if you're sending to Anele who has an FNB account, for instance, you're able to do that using Unayo.
Thank you so much for that, Nondobego. Well, as mentioned at the start of the program, we do have some Q&As which give you a chance to win some amazing goodies. So if you've been listening, this one should be super, super easy. And if you share your correct answer in the comments section below, then you stand a chance to win a 500 Emalangeni Unayo voucher. And here is our first question for the evening. List 3 transactions you can perform using Unayo. I repeat, list 3 transactions you can perform using Unayo. That should be an easy one. I'm pretty sure you touched on that and more. Now, okay, so we are going to take a quick break, and then later on we're going to hear more from our panel of experts on the benefits and solutions that Unayo will offer you. Welcome back. This is the Blue Table Talk series brought to you by Standard Bank Eswatini. Today we are talking about the latest, the newest and most exciting innovation that Standard Bank has introduced to give you a seamless banking experience. And that is the upgrade from instant money to Unayo. Earlier on we heard from Anele as well as Nondobego, and now Nombendulo, I would like for you to tell us, what does the upgrade entail? The upgrade from instant money to Unayo. Maybe let's just start there.
Thank you so much, Pio. And I think my colleagues here, Anele and Nondo, have said a lot. And I think that setting around the inclusion, the financial inclusion is really big. So our current product, Instant Money, I think our beloved Instant Money, I'll call it. We all know that you go to the salon and maybe you don't have cash, which we actually do encourage, so that you pay digitally. So what normally happens is that you then send money using a mobile number, whether it's Eswatini Mobile or MTN, when you do that. And then what happens is that you have to wait, the recipient has to wait for you to give them the PIN. Now, that's the current. And the upgrade now means that we no longer have that issue or the challenge where some people defraud, the service providers, where they run away and then they're like, oh, I'll send you the PIN later and such and such. So now you will no longer have the hassle of that. With the solution that we're going to use, you will still be able to actually meet your needs, which is going to be paying a client or paying whoever you're paying. Is it Gogo Ekaya, or you're paying your hairdresser, or whoever you're paying, you will still be able to achieve that by sending money through a mobile number. The benefit of using Unayo voucher is that the client journey has been much better now. It's going to be much better. It has improved. It puts the power to the recipient. Now you don't have to wait for your sender to give you a PIN. You can simply dial *334#, you get your voucher, and you're good to go. And even better, if you have an Unayo account, that money, you will not have to wait for the 30 days to expire, right? Because currently with instant money, you send instant money in 30 days. If you don't claim back that money, it goes back. The voucher expires in 30 days. But with Unayo, if you have an account, it's as good as you've received more money into your account. It won't expire. So those are the benefits that will come with the change. And then you will see that even with the individuals who are not yet registered, they will see benefit in registering for Unayo, right? Yeah. I think Nonto has touched on some of the things that you can do on Unayo, the platform. So those are the changes that we bring with this solution. We're not taking away the ability to send money, because I think the panic in the market has been that, look, how am I going to send money now? So we want to make it very clear. Internet banking, you will still be able to go through your usual journey and send, enter the mobile number, and then send. The only thing is that instead of saying instant money, you will find Unayo voucher. So it's going to be a seamless transition. The recipient will be much happier. And I think even in terms of the ability to do more on Unayo, will give you an incentive to register. So do dial *334# for you to actually register. And then don't panic. You will still be able to send money to a mobile number. So that's the key thing that I want to highlight. The solution is still going to be very favorable for our clients.
Yeah. Thank you so much for that. Anele, back to you. Yes. Now, we know this is a very insightful conversation, and I'm happy that you're here to unpack this for our viewers at home. But we want to hear more about what this change entails, what this upgrade means, and how we can use Unayo seamlessly, how we can access it. What are some of the channels that we can access, or that Standard Bank is using to educate clients about Unayo and to help guide us all through the process of this upgrade?
Yeah, thanks for that, Pure. So we've got a very robust consumer education campaign that's already kicked off on social media. But you can certainly, continue to follow us on social media: Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, LinkedIn. But primarily for this conversation, you can continue to follow some of the upgrades on Eswatini TV. We're going to be on Eswatini TV on the Gusile Breakfast Show. We're going to be on This Weekend Eswatini, as well as Eswatini Lifestyle. So you can definitely tune into Eswatini for that. We're also flighting adverts just before the news, consumer education-based adverts, informing clients about this change on Eswatini TV as well. Of course, we're also going to be on radio. We're going to be on EBIS and VOC on both the Siswati and English channels on Wednesdays. So please, clients, they should definitely tune in to EBIS and VOC as well. It's a very consumer education-based kind of conversation. We're encouraging clients to call in and really inquire and take us to task and ask all of the burning questions that might have been induced by this change. And then, of course, we're also going to be I think I've mentioned TV, I've mentioned radio, we're on social media. And then, of course, if you want more information, please do visit our channels. Please call 2517-5350. You can also visit the Unayo website, www.unayo.standardbank.com. And then, of course, you can drop us a mail on unayosz@stanbic.com. So I have given you so many places. The only thing I haven't given you is my personal number. But please, definitely, if you have any information that you require, we'll also be publishing our frequently asked questions on the Unayo website, easily accessible to all of our clients.
Lovely. Please do repeat that website for our viewers at home.
www.unayo.standardbank.com.
Lovely. Thank you so much. All right. And now for our second Q&A for this evening. List the 5 ways you can fund an Unayo account. I repeat, list the 5 ways you can fund an Unayo account. Easy peasy. That's just free goodies over there, because I'm sure you guys have been detailing all of this so well. So we have another Q&A. Okay, we are the gift that keeps on giving. We want you to win the Unayo voucher so bad. So our next Q&A is list 5 merchants in the Mbabane Manzini corridor. It's a good one. List 5 merchants in the Mbabane Manzini corridor. Okay, and now I'm going to come back to you, Nondobego. Can you just tell us more about the different transactions that users can perform on Unayo?
Thank you, Nkosi. You can pay for goods. I think, whether it's a supermarket or restaurant, you can just pay for goods. Then you can send money to a cell phone number. You can also pay at a merchant via USSD. I think our customers have seen a lot of this at the Luju Festival last year, at the Luju Bar, and yes, so some of the people who were selling at Luju, so we were paying at a merchant via USSD. You can buy electricity. I've said that it's free. You can buy airtime as well as Eswatini Mobile or MTN. That's also free. You can cash in at a merchant. You can also cash out at a merchant, and also withdraw, whether it's an ATM or a merchant. You just cash out between those 2 places.
Yeah, okay. Yes. And just to make sure that we understand what this change means, please highlight and maybe even emphasize the difference between instant money and Unayo.
Thank you, Piwo, for that. Well, with instant money, a sender is going to send you a voucher and then later send you a PIN. And then you're only going to go to the Standard Bank ATM and withdraw all of your funds there. That's the only thing that you can do. All of your funds.
Yeah.
And then with Unayo voucher, if Nombendulo sends you an Unayo voucher, I'll just make a scenario where you don't have an Unayo account. You are going to receive the Unayo, an SMS that says you've received maybe 500 malangeni from Nombendulo. And then, yes. And then for security reasons, you have to dial *334# and view open vouchers to access that voucher. And then you are going to go either to a Standard Bank ATM or your nearest merchant. You can find your nearest merchant via USSD or through the Unayo app. You can use those to locate your nearest merchant. And then when you're withdrawing, you can choose to partially redeem that voucher or just withdraw all of the funds that you've been sent for by Nombendulo here. So that's one of the differences. And then when you choose to partially redeem that voucher, you will receive an SMS that says you've partially redeemed your voucher, and then to redeem your balance, you've also received a new voucher. Dial *334# to access that voucher. When you decide to open an Unayo account after partially withdrawing or not withdrawing that money or that Unayo voucher that Nombendulo has sent you, those funds are going to drop into your Unayo account. There, you can have more benefits, the ones that you've listed. You can choose to send it to someone else. You can choose to save them at no charge. We do not charge. There are no monthly charges with Unayo. So your funds, if it's 500 Malang, and it's going to stay there for as long as you've kept it there. So that's the benefit for store of value. You can buy electricity, you can buy airtime, you can also send to other banks, like I've alluded to. So that's the benefit. Now you have more. You have more ways to spend your funds, rather than just going to the ATM and cashing out all of your money.
Yeah.
Yes.
Wow, man. Honestly, Unayo sounds too good to be true, but it isn't. It's too good and too true. All right. Okay. Now, just maybe to put you on the spot a bit, but how can one identify merchants? So one of our Q&A questions was about listing merchants along the Mbabane Manzini corridor, but how do we identify an Unayo merchant? And how does one even become a merchant, an Unayo merchant, for those who are interested? Just maybe briefly and high level. Yeah.
Okay, high level, I'll start by how do you become a merchant? First of all, you have to register an Unayo account, and then we'll require all of your KYC details, which means you will have to upgrade from a light account to a pro account. After that, then you can register to become an Unayo merchant. So an Unayo merchant can have up to 20 accounts. So that's how you register to become an Unayo account. We do require your full KYC details at a high level. And then to locate an Unayo merchant on your app, you have an icon that says find a merchant, and then it's going to give you a map of Eswatini, and you just use that to zoom into the area that you're at. It's going to list all of the merchants that we have there. Alternatively, on USSD, when you're performing a cash out transaction, when you select at a merchant, and then you're going to actually have to input the area you are at, so that the app lists for you all of the merchants that are around that area. So that's how you do it on USSD.
Lovely. Yes. All right. So the viewers at home, keep those questions coming, keep those comments coming. We love to hear from you. Like I said at the start, this is an interactive show, and the more questions you ask, the more you can get to know about Unayo a lot better. So we are here for you. Do comment on our YouTube channel as well as on our social media pages. We are Standard Bank Eswatini. All right, and I think this brings us to the end of our show. But before we do that, any closing remarks? Just, I think, keep spreading the good word on Unayo, anything to just keep encouraging our clients to embrace this change and this innovation that Standard Bank is introducing.
Thank you, Piwo. Maybe let me go first. It's really to emphasize and to allay any fears that our customers might have that what was previously known as instant money is simply changing to Unayo voucher. The functionality remains the same. You can still send money, you can still receive money. And now we're saying, if you have an Unayo account, you can go as far as purchasing airtime and electricity and all the other value-added services. However, you do not need to have an Unayo account to still be able to do what you did on instant money. I think that's very, very important to articulate. And then, of course, we'd also like to, encourage customers to register for Unayo, dial *334# and register via USSD dial string, or you can download the Unayo app on the app stores. And then lastly, and this is just for me to entice you all, of course we want everybody to be registered on Unayo, right? A little birdie has told me that with the upcoming Standard Bank Luchi Food and Lifestyle Festival, you should be able to purchase tickets via Unayo. So another incentive for you to download the app and be a registered user. Yeah.
There we go. Thank you for that. We love it when you fill us in on bringing us up to speed. All right, and Nondavego?
Thank you, Pio, and thank you, Anele, for being a bearer of good news here. Yes, do register for Unayo. And I just want to emphasize to our customers and viewers out there that you don't have to register for Unayo in order to receive Unayo voucher. But we've listed the benefits, and there's more coming in terms of Unayo. We are scaling up, and we want to make sure that we accommodate everyone in terms of financial inclusion. So ungasali now, Unayo wefu sonke. So let's get this.
Lovely.
I love that. So thanks so much, Pio, and it's been such a good conversation. I think I might consider being a merchant.
I know.
When you look at the benefits, right? So I think thanks to yourself, Anila, the point that you made, I think what's the biggest takeaway is that right now, as Standard Bank, we've got whatever channel that you're using, which is mobile banking, it's *120 *2345#. You can still access sending money, right? That's the one thing that we want to say. You can still send money to a mobile number. That is still a capability you can have access to, and the client will receive it seamlessly, as we have explained. You know, they'll get instant notification and they'll go to *334# and access that. You do not need to have an Unayo account to receive that. Anyone with a phone number that's working, they can still receive that. The benefit is, instead of waiting to go to an ATM, if ule makaya, you know, right? Wherever you are, however far you are from an ATM, you can still go to a merchant. Unayo has merchants. They've got the people who can cash out from. That means you don't have to wait for us to go to the ATM, you know, ukibeli pasi and such, right? You don't have to come to town. So wherever you can find, you can actually cash out, then you can find the nearest person and do cash out. So that's more options for you, actually. Then the other part is that on internet banking, you can still have access to the same, right? So it doesn't mean that you need to go register for Unayo for you to initiate. The benefit is on Unayo is wide. You can still have access to so many things. But your traditional route that you're used to, you still have access to that. So we do want to clarify that. I think most of the comments that we've seen, people are panicking, instant money is going away. No, instant money is just doing an upgrade. So the channel access is still going to be available. Internet banking, you can still do those services. And that includes bulk. So instant money for businesses, they do send bulk instant money to pay their clients. So whoever was receiving their salaries end of the month, they'll still be able to do that. Even better, that account now will still be an active transacting account if you open an Unayo account. So there's so much more benefits, both for the business and individual clients. So that's my parting remarks in terms of just the access and no need to panic. Instant money and Unayo still best in terms of your experience. Thank you.
Ladies, thank you so much for being with us. Thank you for bringing us up to speed with this amazing change that Standard Bank has introduced. And to our viewers, our clients at home, thank you so much for tuning in and being a part of today's conversation. Let's keep it going on our social media platforms. You can, of course, still post your comments and questions on our YouTube channel, as well as on our social media pages. We are Standard Bank Eswatini. And for me, Piwo Dlamini, this has been great. Do make sure that you tune in on the next episode of the Blue Table Talk series, brought to you by Standard Bank Eswatini.